Everyone loves a good romantic comedy, right?
Oh, absolutely. Like, who doesn't love to just kick back and,
Right, just get swept away in a feel-good story.
Exactly.
And then, especially when it involves second chances at love and like rekindling old connections and
Oh, yeah, those are the best.
I know.
When you've got like that history there.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why we're diving into Wishing on Stars today. This screenplay is actually a finalist in the Portland Comedy Film Festival.
That's right, happening on December 8th at the Clinton Street Theater, so very soon.
Yeah, mark your calendars, everyone. But before we see it on the big screen, we're going to dig into the story, the characters, all that good stuff.
Yeah, let's get into it.
So Wishing on Stars centers around Mares and Jules, these two childhood best friends who reconnect in Seattle after years apart. And it's like one of those things where Mares moved there for grad school. Jules is trying to figure out life after a long-term relationship ends, and suddenly they're thrown back together.
I mean, talk about a recipe for drama and romance all in one.
I know, right? I mean, these strange best friends with secret crushes, it's such a classic trope, but there's a reason it works, right?
Absolutely. You've got that built-in history, that intimacy.
Exactly. So much potential for heartwarming moments, funny moments, all that good stuff.
And I think what's really interesting too is that, the writer Rosie Maddox, she actually cites Alexandria Bellefleur's Count Your Lucky Stars as inspiration.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, you can already kind of get a sense of the vibe, that modern, feel-good, sapphic romance.
Oh, love that.
You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
energy.
Totally. And I think, speaking of the characters and their dynamics, I noticed that Mare's more of the logic-driven one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Almost like romance avoidant.
Uh-huh.
And then you have Jules, who's this free spirit, rediscovering herself through art. So how do those personalities clash? And
Right. Well, and that's what's going to be so fun to watch is how they complement each other, how their differences create that spark,
Yeah, because there's that line in Maddox's writer's statement that I absolutely loved. It's wishing on stars leads you back to those who feel like home.
Ah.
And it's so true,
It is.
Have you ever had that feeling where it's someone just feels like home?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think everyone's probably felt that at some point or another.
It's that sense of belonging that you can't really explain, but it's just there.
Exactly. And the judges actually picked up on that. They were really impressed with the screenplay's realistic portrayal of modern love.
Yeah.
And they also highlighted the fear of commitment. It's something that a lot of people struggle with these days.
Yeah, I mean, relationships are complicated, right?
Right.
And they're not always picture perfect.
No, and I think that's what makes the story so relatable. It's those vulnerabilities, those anxieties we all experience but don't always talk about.
Exactly. And the judges also mentioned the authentic dialogue, the relatable characters. It really seems like Maddox captured something real and genuine here.
Mm-hmm. And that's such a strength in a screenplay. You want to feel like you're right there with those characters experiencing their journey.
Definitely. Now, they did mention some predictable plot points, which, to be fair, rom-coms kind of rely on those tropes, right?
Right. They're part of the formula.
But they emphasize that Wishing on Stars elevates those tropes. It's not just a rehashing of the same old thing.
Exactly. It's taking those familiar elements but infusing them with sincerity, with humor, with a fresh perspective.
Yeah, and that's what makes it interesting, right? It's that balance of comfort and surprise.
Absolutely. And I think what's cool about rom-coms in general is that they tap into these universal desires and experiences.
Right, everyone wants to find love or connection or
exactly.
feel that spark.
So even though we know the tropes, we still get swept up in the story.
Exactly.
Yep.
Because it's a reflection of our own hopes and dreams in a way. So to sum it all up, Wishing on Stars sounds like it's got everything you could want in a rom-com. Second chances, self-discovery, complexities of modern love, all wrapped up in this charming and relatable package.
Exactly.
Are you submitting your creative work to film festivals? There are small details that could potentially be the difference between getting selected or rejected on the film festival circuit. Hi, this is Michael Fair, and I've been a film festival director for more than 15 years. I've reviewed thousands of submissions. Would you like me to show you how to present your work in a way that every film festival director loves to see? You wouldn't believe how many submissions have incomplete information that negatively affects your chances of getting selected. Avoid common, costly mistakes that other filmmakers and screenwriters are making every day. Before you spend another $1 on submission fees, you should purchase the Film Festival Submitter's Handbook, now available on Amazon in paperback, ebook, and Kindle formats. Click on the link in the description of this video and order a couple of books today, one for yourself and another for a friend who is ready to start their film festival submissions journey. Thank you.